There's a legend in the muscle car world that was too powerful for its time, an engine so monstrous that it sent chills down the spines of competitors and regulators alike. Meet the Chevrolet 454 LS6, the beast that General Motors created and then mysteriously buried. But why? What really happened to GM's 454 LS6? Buckle up, because we're uncovering the shocking truth. History of the LS6. To understand why the 454 LS6 became one of the most controversial engines in GM history, we need to go back to 1970, when the muscle car wars were at their peak. Ford, Mopar, and GM were all battling for horsepower supremacy, and Chevy wasn't about to be left behind. Enter the LS6, a high-performance version of the big block 454 V8, packing an advertised 450 horsepower and 500 lb-ft of torque. But many experts believe that GM was actually underreporting its power output. Some say it pushed closer to 500-plus horsepower, one of the most powerful production engines of its time. The dominance of the LS6. When the LS6-equipped 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS hit the streets, it was untouchable. This car dominated drag strips, leaving its rivals in the dust. It had forged aluminum pistons, a high-lift camshaft, and a Holley 800 CFM carburetor. It was a street-legal race car that could do 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds, a rocket ship for the 70s. But just when things were getting exciting, the LS6 suddenly disappeared. GM had a performance monster on its hands, so why did they kill it off? Why it was banned? The real reason behind the LS6's demise is a mix of government regulations and corporate politics. By 1971, the U.S. government cracked down on emissions and fuel economy standards, forcing automakers to tune their high-performance engines. GM, facing pressure from regulators and rising insurance costs, started pulling the plug on its most powerful setups. The LS6 was a victim of this shift, and by 1971, it was gone from the Chevelle lineup. But that's not all. Some speculate that GM intentionally held back the LS6's full potential to avoid competing with its own Corvette lineup. After all, how would it look if a Chevelle was out-muscling the flagship Corvette? Legacy of the 454 LS6. Though short-lived, the LS6 left a lasting impact on the muscle car world. Today, original LS6 Chevelles are worth big money, with some selling for over $200,000 at auctions. The engine itself became legendary, inspiring future big block powerhouses, and earning a place in automotive history as one of the most insane production engines ever built. Even though GM had to ban the LS6, its legacy roars on in the hearts of muscle car fans. So there you have it, the shocking truth behind GM's 454 LS6. It wasn't just emissions laws that killed it, but corporate politics and insurance pressure. What do you think? Should GM have kept the LS6 alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into automotive history.